All right, Shalom. Want to say call halal, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakodash, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai. Double honor to the apostles and elders at GMS to rule well. Peace and blessings to the Akim that's out there fighting, doing this work with truth and sincerity. Back here again with a quick lesson. Lord willing, this is edifying to the elect men out there that's listening and watching these videos. Just a quick lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. Just looking at this country, man. You see everybody spazzing out. Edomites on that tomorrow, chimping out, and people are mad at the gas prices. It's hard to live these days. Prices as everything is going up. You know, we just enter into, not just entering, but yeah, I can say that. We can say that spiritually. Inflation, and then it's going to lead to hyperinflation. Pretty much already here. Gas prices going up, food prices is going up continually, and people are spazzing out, and they don't have a mental break or like a way to escape. 1 second. So it's like they don't have a mental way to escape, man. You know, shit. You got little girls watching this one podcast. Little girls 10, 11, 12 years old dressing like they 25. Like this whole, if you spiritual or have two brain cells you can rub together, you know and see that this place is totally in mad confusion. Hence the phrase virgin daughter Babylon, talking about America, aka again virgin daughter Babylon, version that it has never been a major war over on this land. Well, we coming into the Third World War, so that's talked about in the scriptures. Also, virgin daughter Babylon. Babylon in the Hebrew is Babal, meaning confusion. Look at the people, man. Kids don't want to be kids anymore. Older people want to be young. Like, this is totally madness, man. The pride is at an all-time high. You can't tell nobody nothing, you know? People are moving around, driving faster than ever. No one has patience. No one, they don't have any kind of moral dignity, man. And everybody walking around and acting like they holier than thou. Really, they're a bunch of atheists who don't believe on the higher power, man. The God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. And you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans is that, man. Because you put your trust in this place. And this place has done nothing but let the Lord's people down, man. The so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, who are the true biblical Israelites that the Bible speaks of. A man could be a woman could be a man, and so on and so forth. You can marry a tree. You know, it was just one girl, so-called white-looking girl. I think she was overseas or something, where she was, I think she said she tried to have sex with 1,000 men in one day or something like that. Crazy madness, man. So this place is, everyone is confused. The rulers that lead societies has screwed up the minds of the people, which is the so-called white man, which is Edom, Esau, to everyone is confused. You got all these different so-called religions out here. Just got the mass of the people contorted in the mind, man. So right here in Isaiah 24:10, it said, start at 10. The city of confusion is broken down. People are in a confused state more than ever, man. See some formlessness. People don't have no spiritual formless, no kind of spiritual unreality, emptiness. This place is very empty. Spiritually, it's empty. There's no life in this place anymore, man. Back in the 80s, you had to talk to people. You know, I saw this meme where it said the 80s, 1980s, the 80s had it right. Everybody was out there talking to one another. And you speed up to these times, everybody, same crowd, but everybody holding their phone in these times. Nobody talking to nobody. Crazy, man. People are socially awkward in this goddamn society, man. But the powers that be have made it that way. You know, place of chaos. Woo, look at that. This is a place of chaos. No morality, no morals, no respect, no dignity, nothing. These people are like brute beasts, like the scriptures speak about, man. Everybody, especially the Lord's people, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, you can't tell them nothing. They lost the way of searching for their ancestors. They searched the way of searching for the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, which is Yahweh, and his only begotten son, Yahweh Shai, man. You cannot deal and trust with these people if they don't have the code. What's the code? Having this wisdom and knowledge and understanding. Outside of that, you can't be trustworthy, man. You got to treat people with a long-handled spoon at the end of the day. This place is confused and it's out of order and it's a place of chaos. So right here in Isaiah 24:10, the city of confusion is broken down. Every house is shut up, meaning businesses. Businesses are closing down left and right, and AI taking jobs. So there's a big ball mass of chaos / confusion that's happening. And here's the phrase, this is the virgin daughter Babylon. This place, you see, it makes sense. It line up with the scriptures. The scriptures, man, break down everything, man. So right here, Isaiah is basically describing a judged, collapsing society. And we coming in that same stead, speaking the same words that Isaiah is speaking, which is who? The words of who? Yahweh Shai, because he comes in the volume of the book, sent by only begotten son, Yahweh, man. So here it is, Isaiah is describing a judged, collapsing society. You see? Which is go to a place of chaos, a city of confusion, which what? Points to what? A kingdom like this once was full of life. Remember in the 70s and 80s and 90s, maybe early 2000s, but when I was coming up, man, it was fun. It was full of life and vigor. People was outdoors, people talking to one another. You weren't on the cell phones, weren't on internet like that. It was, but it, you know, man, shit, you can walk up to a chick and talk to a girl, no problem. If you walk up to a chick now, she look at you like you crazy. Bitch, you socially awkward. It's called communication. Communication rules the nation. They'll want you to meet them. Here it is. You standing beside this broad, and she's talking about him my Instagram. Bitch, you right here in front of me. You know? So these people are crazy, man. So again, Isaiah describing a judged, collapsing society, man. And we come into that same spirit, man, which points to what a kingdom that was once full of life. And you can ask brothers, man, come up, you know, born in the 70s, grew up in the 80s and the 90s. Life was fun, man. You know, it was wicked, but we was young. We didn't know your cousins come in town or whatever. You go to the state park, whatever, man, you chilling, man. High school dances, whatever. That shit don't happen no more. You already got the dances, but the energy of this place is being sucked out. Yahweh Bahashim Abishai is sucking the energy out of this place. So the place was once full of life, now it's not. You had order, then you had people with confidence, but now this shit is broken. Look at the spirit of this place. It's unsafe. It's empty, meaning it don't have any life. So a society without the order of Yahweh Bahashim Abishai, this is what you get: mass chaos and mass confusion. Hence the phrase Babylon the Great. It's being broken down right before you, man. The pride is being broken down now. The system and the fake security that this place once held high. Oh, you know, we got the biggest army, blah, 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 whoop, whoop, whoop. Security. No, there's no peace and there's no access to nothing. Jobs is closing. AI taking the jobs. So again, a society without the rules of Yahweh Bahashim Abishai is being broken down, and you can't have a city like that. So the pride in the way of life here, the system and all that shit is being broken down at the end of the day, man. You see, the city of confusion is broken down, Isaiah 24:10. Every house, meaning these businesses and people losing their homes. You go on social media now, shit. You see a lot of women losing their homes and can't pay for this, can't pay for that, but they never say they need to turn to the Lord or that they need a man. They trying to do it all on their own, and they spazzing out, and they can't take it, because the Lord is bringing the spirit and the pride and the pride of this place down to a low. The great humbling is coming. That's why this city is being broken down spiritually, because it don't have the spirit of Yahweh Bahashim Habashah in it. This place is ruled by wickedness, the top elite banker family. The earth, right? The earth shall be given to the hand of the wicked. So the reason why you got wickedness that go on, all, drugs and prostitute, you see all this shit that goes on because it's at the hand of those who's ruling the earth. When Yahweh Shai come back to rule, with King David on, and the joint heirs of the Lord willing, we those men, you're not going to have a kingdom like this. No, there's a difference. So let you know, if you point your finger or look at the rulers here, then you will see why everything is out of order. Everything is fucking confused. Men chopping their whole rods off and shit, wanting to be a female. That's confusion, man. Little kids and shit don't, want to be the same thing and dressing like they're older when they're not. They fucking not even 13 years old yet. So the parents are not even parenting no more, because you can't parent the kids how like I grew up back in the day. You used to get whoopings and shit. You can't hardly whoop these kids these days, man. And that's what these motherfuckers, man, even these grown ass people, that's what the fuck y'all missing, a big ass whipping, man. You never been told to sit your ass down, man. But see, the spirit of power of Yahweh Basham side, that's what's happening right now. A big spiritual ass whipping is taking place, man. And the people are spazzing out, they complaining, they just fucking little children who need their ass spanked. You see? Every house is shut up that no man may come in. Right. Businesses, AI taking over the businesses. People can't afford homes. Apartment rent study going up. See, all hell go break loose here soon come, because the city is in, this place is in a confused state, and people go do what? Snap. They are going to snap. There is a cry for wine in the streets. All joy is darkened. The mirth of the land is gone. People going to have drink at the bars and shit. That ain't fun no more. So it's like people holding on to the last bit of joyfulness and array in this place. To hell, drinking is coming. Like, people getting tired of drinking. They said this generation don't even drink like that. So the liquor sales, of course, people still buying alcohol, but the liquor sales that when I was coming up, and brothers older than me as well, you was drinking. This generation, these motherfuckers smoking. They smoking weed and all and any and everything else, So the mirth of the land is gone. There's no wisdom in this place. You see? And people are searching and looking and scrambling for something which is the Holy Scriptures. They looking right past it. You see? And here it is, Isaiah, again, is describing a judged, collapsing society, and we are to, through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. You see? There's no peace. Having access to things is going to be obsolete because they want to see everyone. You got to have, like over in China, have the social credit score. That's real big over there. It's coming here. So if you don't adhere to what they want you to do, your travel will be restricted. They could take, they want to put you in prison, man. They want to control you. And that's what you're seeing happening before you. That's why the city of confusion is being broken down right here, right in 1 Corinthians 14 and what is it? I said 23, but 33. For the Most High is not the author of confusion. See, when a kingdom is ran by a righteous ruler, the shit you see today here, food being tainted, women dressing like animals, basically. In other words, they have no self-respect, right? So when the kingdom is ran by a righteous ruler, then what? The people will rejoice, like the scriptures say. But when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn, man. So Yahweh Bahashem Bahashai is not the author of confusion, man. Yahweh and his only begotten son Yahweh Shai, they are not the author of confusion. Thing was supposed to be ran by the scriptures. There are laws to be put in place from the scriptures that would make a kingdom run, that would make people happy. There would be security. There would be safety. There would be protection. There would be longevity. There would be people prospering, getting the nutrients from the food that you need. The air won't be polluted. The minds of the people won't be polluted because you set the standard of Yahweh by Shema Shai in the earth. That's why. They're not the author of confusion. So the rulers that be that have been set up, Esau to get that blessing, they running this damn thing like a muck. They're running it in the ground, and the Lord is tired of it, man. Yahweh Basham Shah is tired of it. For the Most High is not the author of confusion. He don't want no man dressed like no woman and a woman dressing like a man and so on and so forth. He don't want no unruly ass kids. You see? If an unruly son is unruly, now this is in the ancient world. When you have an unruly son, you take his ass out to the court and you stone his ass, man. So if you would apply laws of the Bible in the land, I guarantee you, this shit won't be going on. But nonetheless, this is part of prophecy and the punishment for the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, us Israelites, because we disobeyed the laws of Yahweh Bahashim Abishai, and we caused a great offense by doing so. So therefore, this is punishment. Those curses is being lifted. So there was curses that were being placed upon us. Now those curses are being lifted up and going towards our enemies. You see the Edomites out there spazzing out, crying. They can't take it. That's why the Bible says one shall be stronger than the other. Not us only being stronger physically, but mentally we stronger than these people. You see? For the Most High, not the author of confusion, but of peace, as in all churches of the saints. Who are the saints? You Israelites. We've been given the laws, statutes, and commandments, man. He haven't dealt so with any other nation, but only the true biblical Israelites. So that proves that this kingdom that we're living in is ran by unrighteous rulers, uneducated kings. Therefore, the people really mock after their rulers and live how their rulers live, man. There's no righteousness in this thing. The only righteous standard that's been in this earth today is through the Spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashim Abishai, with this wisdom and knowledge and understanding that's going forth. You see? Real quick, one more Proverbs. Let's try this. Proverbs 14 and wait a minute. Damn. Oh, it's right there in front of me. We got Proverbs 14 and 12. There is a way which seemeth right unto a man, but the end thereof are the ways of death. You see? So humans, if you will, always think that their way is the right way, and they deem that as law, so to speak. You see? Because going out your own, you aren't supposed to follow your own ways. You're supposed to follow the will and power of Yahweh, Bahashim Abishai. We got off the beaten path, if you will, and trying to go about to establish our own righteousness at the end of the day. So by the way, man want to go and walk is what? The ways of death. And look at this place. There's nothing but death around us, man. Though we walk through the valley of the shadow of death. King David said that. And there's no difference here, man. You got to pray you got to pray every second on a second around here, man. And we ought to, because that's our power, man. That's our strength in Yahweh Bashim Abishai, that we need help down here, man, to protect us, our loved ones, our children, to forgive us for our past sins, present sins, and we have secret faults, man. Because this place is on its way out of here if you spiritually watching it, man. So the city of confusion is being broken down right before you. You see, because it doesn't have the righteous order and way Yahweh Shai had things to be laid out to run a society, but yet you want to run it by wickedness. And this is what you get. Unruly people. People are out of order. Everyone is in the disarray. Everybody drunk or on drugs or obese. You name it, man. But nonetheless, the Lord's coming back to save the elect of his people, and he wants us to wake up so he can come and destroy this place. And again, I can't wait to see righteousness flourish on the planet, man. You know, clean, safe water, safety. Your children won't be all being threatened to be taken up by motherfuckers in a van, and so on and so forth, man. Our people selling out for money in Hollywood, you know, doing all kind of wickedness, man, to try to get favor from this devil when this devil don't give a damn about you. We're talking about this goddamn cracker, man, the Edomites, man. So Lord willing, I hope this is edifying. Until the next time, I shall say, Shalom.